Well, video, we'll try to keep these a little quicker. Um, all right, we hauled some stuff out of a old upholstery shop, um, and this is what we got. Paid $200 for everything. Um, while picking, I found one piece that I sold 2 weeks before now, so I knew where I was at with those, and a couple other pieces I knew are bring home some pretty good return, and the rest is the work. So let's do a scan and then go through the items one by one. Here we go. All right, scanning. All right, I don't want to say I cherry picked anything because it was very slim stuff to pick through. Um, as for the wrenches, I picked all the SK and Craftsman stuff. And then these are just parts that I don't know what they go to, but they are numbered. And worst case, this is brass or copper. So this is a Miller Falls number 98 square. 2 Nicholson files. Some vintage needle nose pliers. These say channel locks, but they're more or less needle nose, or whatever you want to call them. These handles I sell at the flea for a couple bucks. People craft stuff. We can still maybe do a listing with a lot. I have a bunch of those. These are parts to the button presses. Get to those in a minute. Little roller. This is Stanley, so I grabbed it. It's a number 295 scrape. So a roughen wood up. Some bits. Couple other rulers with 90s. I think these are 90s, 45s. There's that pile. Got another one of these Yankee drivers. This one works pretty good, so I grabbed it. Nice sharpening stone. It's like a fine grit stone. What can we do? This, I can maybe throw this on eBay. I don't know how much. Maybe $19.99. And maybe this Miller Falls piece would sell, and possibly this Stanley driver, maybe 16-20 bucks or so, and possibly this Stanley scribe or rougher, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, moving on. I got this for parts as a gift for somebody. It's a 3-tier spool. It's just a nice part for sewing. Kind of hard to see. Just some other ones, but this was the only one he was looking to part with, so it's the one we grabbed. Got these 4 clamps made by Hartford Clamp Company. I've seen some comps on them, but they were a little bit different, so we could make a listing, but sure would be hard to ship. And so yeah, those clamps would be quite a complicated sale. The phone just ran out of storage. So a part, let's get some numbers on it. Considering the last kind of part we sold with the lathe, you never know. Took a risk on a chunk. This odd stapler, machine gun stapler, like upholstery, some kind of upholstery stapler, which is pretty cool. I got a huge thing of staples for it, and a industrial box of staples for it, and then some retail arbitrage new old stock staples. We got just different bits for the button press. Don't really know how all this is going to work, but there's some other bits. There's the presses. So we got, what do we got? 6 presses. Let's kind of jump in here. It's kind of like a leather one. That's supposed to stay. It's got a bolt over here. Clamp that in. Those little chunks of fabric in there. It's got a nice handle. It's missing this little back piece, but other than that, it's nice shape. Whirls on that metal pretty good. Nice piece. I guess I'll clean it up and list it at, I don't know, $89.99, I guess. I don't know. Couldn't find a comp on it. But that bolt's not original. Moving on. Get the next 2 here. These are the same as these 2 here. So all these are the same. I'll just pull one of them. This one's just a little heavier than the other one. It's a button press. Some bits. Should put the bit in here. This is just what it's looking like. I'm gonna press it. It's a number 1920. It's a Defiance button machinery company who makes it. I believe the number, this is what they would call it, the number 1920. And, it's a New York item. I don't really know. Some of them selling for about $50 with like a couple bits. So I could make 4 lots with those bits, and it'd be pretty fair. $50 each plus ship. Yeah, that one's about the same weight. They all work. Obviously, that one's a little rustier. Sounds vintage. So we got some more C-clamps. We're going to add those to the C-clamp pile. We get some more punches and leather punches to make another lot. A brass, or yeah, it's probably brass tap for a machine. Get this very cool stapler, upholstery stapler. It's for like couches. Grip's really good. Works every time. So I don't know who makes it, but I didn't look it up yet. But looks like a $20 or $30 piece. I got this box of staples that goes to it, so that might buff it up to like 40, 45. It's pretty cool. It's a box of 135 count, 1 inch, 22 gauge needles. This package. Nice package. Nice nice box. Nice box. Nice packaging. It's a good piece. I don't know what it goes for, but maybe $10-$20. Maybe more. Just that little box. Some bits, more bits for the button press. Just like those other ones I showed you. Scissors. These are all, not all, but majority This is a Compton. Different kinds. So wise. These are wise. These are all probably wise. I'm pretty sure these are. These are number 22s. It's another pair of 22s. These are just marked 13-inch. Nice long ones. These could be wise. They have a repair, a weld. It looks like a weld. Yeah, that's a weld. But don't mean they're bad or anything. It's another pair of wise. So it's probably $100 scissor lot there. So from my previous sales of scissors, I mean, I can sometimes get $20 for these at the flea market. So, yeah, if I put them in a lot, it's probably $100. Moving on, we get this vise. It's, small, but it's got a little hammer and end. The teeth aren't that great. They get some good grip left on them, but condition is this is broken right here. It's not too big of a deal. It's got an easy clamping setup, which is good. Hook that up to the bench real easy. Flea market, $15. We gotta comp it out, but flea market price. This is the one that stirred me on already to the making a pile. I already knew it was a little ahead. It's the same one we found 3 weeks ago. Sold that one in like a couple days. $60, I think, plus shipping. It's the same model. This one's actually a little bit better condition, tiny bit less rust. I just gotta free up the rotation, and it's good to go for another $60. eBay sale. We get a KD tool. This goes for $20 on eBay. Got a tape gun. Need that. And we got 4 of these. Just an odd shaped leather stamp. I believe it would be leather. Just trying to think what would be this pattern for stamping. It's an odd stamp for leather too, but Could have been fabric. I don't know. Still different shapes. That's obviously a standard oval. So I picked this place twice, and I originally went in and we bought the scissors. These 4 punches, huge leather punches, this small tool, and that vise for 40. I originally tried buying the scissors, and what happened was I originally tried buying the scissors, and it was a nearly a half hour negotiation just to get through a sale, to have a jumping off point, to know where I was at with this guy. So I figured the scissors were a good jumping off point. I can do well with those, so I don't want to say it was no brainer for me, but I don't want to overpay. Nor do I want to overly underpay, but I do need to make as much as I can, and I'm the one that's got to grind it. So, not him. He's liquidating. He doesn't have to move the stuff around 10 times before it's gone. So, I was at 20. And he asked me if I could do any better. And he was saying 30. And there was a guy there, and while I'm negotiating, he tries grabbing a pair of scissors out of my hands and saying, "I'll buy this pair for $5." And I said, "Listen, buddy, back away, because I'm negotiating a deal here. I'm not grabbing stuff out of your hand and trying to buy it. What's the matter with you?" So he settles down. So the only way I could get this guy to go away was to say that I'll pay another $5. So I'm at 30. So I was at 30 for the scissors, right off the cuff, just to get the door open. And then he charged me 10 for, so I'm at 30 for the scissors. And then he charged me 10 for these 4 punches, this tool, and that vise. 30. And $1.25 each. Okay, so I said, all right, that's fine. That works for me. So I went back the next day to try and scoop up some more, I don't know, deals, I guess. Resellables. Saw this in another room. There was many like Delta presses and like 15 to 20 different Singer. It was a whole upholstery shop. So this place is set up for full business upholstery shop. It was the oldest upholstery shop in Framingham, Mass. But it was pretty cool. It's just a lot of the stuff was ruined. So we just picked over what we could salvage out of there. So we got all this with the presses, different button making items. They go to a Defiance press. So these round ones probably go in there. Some rounds. These ones. And we got this. Little binder. All your paperwork in there. It's cool. It's like $5 at the flea. I believe this was the company. Avery Furniture Company. Maybe. I don't know. There was an upholstery shop, but this was with some of the paperwork that was in there. But pretty cool. So that's the haul. Yeah, I thought it wasn't too bad. I could have left with just the $40 spent and been pretty good. $40. I mean, I think I could have turned that 40 into 300. And that would have been pretty good. So I went back and I spent 160, and I got some big stuff I got to grind out. Hopefully I can do the 50 on those presses each, and then yeah, I didn't show you the big one at the end. There you go. I always want to wrap up the video real quick. Oh man. Well, let's try to bring this over here where we can see it. This is a bigger press. I gotta try and budget. Come on, baby. I might need the floor. Okay, it's a reverse. Alright, that's how it sits. It's a Banner Master M39-41-1. There we go. Bring it over into the light, but this is my other haul video that I'm gonna do, so I guess you're getting a sneak peek of the other haul video. Next haul video. Banner Master. It goes like this. Now what's that gonna do? Oh, sorry. Yeah, nice shot. Nice shooting, Tex. Yeah, what's that gonna do? I'm not too sure. I don't know what would be typically used in the middle of there. Little research to be done, but I figured it was a good piece to buy in bulk. This is the one that I wanted in the lot over these other ones. I figured those were the cheaper ones, and that was the one worth some bucks. So I don't know. If it don't comp out and there's no one selling it, I'll put it at $200, $199.99, I guess. Yeah, hopefully that part pans out. 60 or 70 on that one, 50 each on these ones with parts in a lot, different lots. Maybe I'll break up those into different lots or just one big lot. And again, I don't know what I'm doing with those. Maybe one at a time or one big lot. Lots don't scare me. Just got to price them right. So that's the haul. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this was a bad purchase, good purchase. Let me know if you've came across any of these button presses before. And let me know what you think. Comment, like, subscribe. And we got some extra haul video over here. Another haul coming. That one we spent $340. Yeah, think about $340. So that one's coming up next. So check it out. All right, peace. 50.